I applied for Chevening 6 times and I failed my first 4 essays. And now I'm in London. Here are some tips for you who are losing some sleeps and Netflix time so you can prepare your Chevening essays. I'm Yayan and I am a Chevening scholar from Indonesia. I'm currently studying social and public communication at LSE. After applying several times for Chevening Scholarship, I finally made it through the rigorous selection of Chevening Scholarship. So in 2022 and 2023 cohort, there were roughly 60,000 applicants from all around the world applying for the scholarship. Yet there were only less than 2,000 people made it and got invited to the interview selection. And during my first 4 attempts applying for the scholarship, my essays were definitely rejected. And now I'd like to share with you some mistakes that I did with the hope that to help you prepare for your Chevening essays and not to repeat my mistakes. I know a lot of us have Googled a lot about Chevening essays, and most likely other Chevening scholars and alumni have also shared their experience preparing for Chevening essays, and it somewhat makes us complacent in preparing for the essays. So we might be thinking, I already know a lot about Chevening essays, I can just write what I want in the essays. Well, that was the first mistake that all of us probably did. Skip reading through the instructions carefully. Instead of assuming what we should write or what we can write in our Chevening essay, I would suggest you to read the instruction more carefully and break it down into several actions to do. For example, the second mistake that I did. And I'm going to show you what I wrote, one of many essays that I wrote when I first applied for Chevening. And now I get it why this essay was rejected. First of all, it tells so many uninteresting things or uninteresting facts about myself. And the second mistake that I did, this essay is not a reflection of myself or of who I am and what I've done and the results of my actions. I would suggest you to write and open your essays with a very engaging opening hook. For example, for the opening hook, you can write something that only happened to you, that you observe, something that you observe in your surrounding or in your project or in your community that you find interesting. It might be something small, but it can be engaging. Some people, including me at that time, I was writing a lot about my team, what we did and how we got there together, how we achieved our targets and stuff. But then at the end of the day, it's you who want to apply for Chevening Scholarship, right? Not your team, not your office, and not your organization. So your essay must be all about you. Instead of highlighting what your team has done, please do focus on yourself. What is your contribution in your team? How you create or innovate things so that your team can achieve the target that has been set up. And this is my fourth mistake that I want you to avoid at all costs. So it usually happens in the third essay where we have to write the choices of universities. At this point, you don't have to submit letter of acceptance, but you do have to write the 3 choices of universities and the reasons why you chose them. And usually the essay sounds something like this. I chose University of XXX because it is now ranked as the best universities in the world according to blah 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 world ranking university. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but there are some other ways to make this essay more personalized. For example, you really want to see what Christmas market is like in London or in other parts of UK, because if I were you, I would definitely do that, because in my country, Indonesia, has a majority Muslim population. Christmas celebration is not as extravagant as in the UK. So I would really love to see how Christmas celebration is in the UK, for example. You can always do that. And instead of using common data or general data or facts that people can actually Google, you want to give a touch of personalization in this essay. So previously, when I wrote my essays, I tend to write too many details. I understand that we are most likely will be tempted to write so many things in one essay with 500 words limit. Like, we want to highlight our achievements, we want to highlight the organizations that we have led, we want to showcase the many initiatives that we have come up with, but eventually we only have 500 words. And eventually, if we write too many details in one essay, we will lose focus and the structure of our essay will be all over the place. So instead of writing too many details, I would love to suggest to use STAR approach. What is STAR approach? Approach will help you structurize your essay in a logical way. With this approach, you will write clear, concise, and straightforward essay that will help you showcase who you are, what you've done, what your achievements, and the process behind all of those achievements. Okay, gangs who are watching this video, I guess that's all from me. I hope these 5 hacks or 5 tips will help you prepare your Chevening essay and avoid the mistakes that I did previously. And fingers crossed, you will get to live the dream as a Chevening scholar. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about my Chevening journey in this channel, so please do subscribe and share this video to all your friends or your family or your acquaintance who might need this video. And if you want to have a chat or if you want to catch up with me, please do contact me on my social media here above. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you will all nail your Chevening essay and get invited to the interview selections. Good luck!